All right, it's 5 o'clock or just after, and we'll get started with the Topeka Development Corporation meeting. I called this meeting to order. We will move on to the Madam Clerk for the roll call.
All right. Board President Padilla.
Here.
Vice President Dobler.
Here.
Directors Hiller.
Here.
Ortiz. Is she online? Nope. Valdivia Acala. Banks.
Here.
Kell. Miller. Duncan.
Here.
And Hofer.
Here.
All right, we have 6 present with Ortiz, Valdivia Acala, Kell, and Miller being absent.
Okay. Move on to agenda item number 4, approval of the minutes of the May 7th, 2024 meeting. Madam Clerk, will you read?
Right, it's just approval of the May 7, 2024 minutes.
Is there a motion from the board?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion to approve by Vice President Dobler and
President Coyle.
Councilman Duncan. That throws me off.
I'm going to take voice vote.
All in favor say aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay.
6 yes, motion carries.
Okay, we'll move on to agenda item number 5, if the clerk will read.
5 is review and evaluate the offers received to own and operate Hotel Topeka.
Okay, at this point, I believe there's a time for, this is time for us to need to recess into an executive session if the city attorney will read.
The motion would be to recess into executive session not to exceed 40 minutes to discuss data relating to financial affairs or trade secrets of a corporation as allowed under KSA 754319B4. The open meeting will resume in the city council chambers. The following individuals will be necessary to assist the governing body, the TDC board and its deliberations. Even made that correction. Public Works Director Braxton Copley, a city attorney Amanda Stanley, and other individuals the TDC board finds useful.
Okay, you've heard the need for us to go into executive session. Here's a motion to go into session. A motion to go into executive session by Councilman Banks and seconded by Councilman Kell. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we will now recess immediately into executive session.
Items 6 and 7 are mine, and item 8 is Ben's.
We've concluded our discussions during executive session. Now we'll return to the agenda. If the clerk will read agenda item number 6.
6 is approval of $59,589.19 from the Unassigned Reserve Fund for the replacement of faulty smoke and fire damper actuators and at Hotel Topeka, contingent upon governing body approval of the transfer of the funds to the Topeka Development Corporation.
Okay. You've heard the item before us. Is there a motion? Motion to approve by Councilman Duncan, second by Councilman Dobler.
And a quick question as well.
Question?
Braxton, this is a life safety issue, correct?
That is correct. It was identified in the PCA, the property condition assessment, as a life safety issue. I will tell you to assuage any concerns. We have removed the electrical feed to these dampers. When that was done, they have now failed in a closed position, right? So while we're not currently at risk in the event of fire, of smoke to get through the dampers into the rooms, there is a quality issue in terms of there is no makeup air that can be pulled into these rooms at this time with these dampers closed.
Very good, thank you.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further questions? Okay. Brenda, if you call the roll, please.
Directors Hiller.
Yes.
Banks.
No.
Kell.
Yes.
Miller. Yeah. Yes. All right. Dobler.
Yes.
Duncan.
Yes.
Hofer.
Yes.
And Padilla.
Yes.
All right, we have 7 yes with Director Banks voting no. The motion carries.
Okay. Motion is carried. We move on to agenda item number 7. The clerk will read.
7 is approval of $125,662 from the Unassigned Reserve Fund for site improvements identified in the property condition assessment, including ADA accessible route from Topeka Boulevard, sidewalk repairs to address trip hazards, and repairs to the loading dock, including design and inspection, contingent upon governing body approval of the transfer of the funds to the Topeka Development Corporation.
Okay, Director Copley.
So, as indicated by the clerk, this request is to identify some issues address issues identified in the PCA, and that includes repairs to the loading dock, several sections of sidewalk that are bad, that are a potential trip hazard, as well as a concern in the ADA inspection that there is no accessible route from Topeka Boulevard to Hotel Topeka, meaning that a disabled guest would have to actually travel in the road to get to Hotel Topeka. And this is a total project cost, including design, contingency, and inspection and construction.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
Move approval.
Motion to approve by Councilman Dover,
Second.
second by Councilman Duncan. If you'll call the roll, please.
Director Hiller?
Yes.
Banks?
No.
Kell?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Dobler?
Yes.
Duncan?
Yes.
Hofer?
Yes.
And Padilla.
Yes.
All right, we have 7 yes with Director Banks voting no. The motion carries.
Okay. Move on to agenda item number 8, if the clerk will read.
8 is discussion regarding final results and conclusion for the audit for the 2023 financial statements of the Topeka Development Corporation, a component unit of the City of Topeka, Kansas.
Ben?
Yes, sir. So this item is actually a slight repeat from last month. What I gave you last month was a draft report. This is the final. I just wanted to make sure it's filed and had your eyes on it. We got a governance letter as well, which really just states what our responsibilities were, what the auditor's responsibilities were. They had one suggestion for an improvement, and that's journal entry reviews. We've already implemented that. So otherwise, it's a clean audit.
Okay. Any questions for Ben? This is just for discussion, right?
That's all it is, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Move on to agenda number 9. Is there any other business to come before this board? Any other business to come before the board? And last time any other business come before this board? Seeing none, I move to public comment. Is there anyone signed up for public comment?
No.
Okay. No public comment. There's no need for a second executive session. No further business before this board. This meeting is adjourned.